Order in this homosexual court. It's the Honorable Judge Jacob Schubach.
And the Honorable Ryan Gabbett. The debates are real, the decisions are final, and the judges, they're homosexuals. This is Gay Court.
Slay! Slay!
Hello, and welcome back to Gay Court, the comedy podcast where we debate all things LGBTQ+. I don't know where my mind went.
Gay rights. Gay rights is where your mind went.
Gay rights!
So this week... I didn't read the notes until right now. This week's theme is the faggot Super Bowl, known as RuPaul's Drag Race. And we'll be diving into our drag personas, discussing the truly iconique moments of any and all drag franchises. And we'll end with Let the Record Show, where I will be discussing the one, the only, Babadook.
Babadook, honey, yes!
Babadook. Wow. Not Marmaduke?
Not Marmaduke.
Okay.
Marmaduke had a movie, right?
I don't know. I just know it's a comic, right? Like it's like a giant, like, is it a Great Dane?
It's a big dog.
It's a big dog. Big bitch.
Don't know anything about that, but you know, cool.
But before we jump into anything, we want to invite all you guys to be part of the debate. Send what you want to gaycourtpodcast@gmail.com. Send us your queer conundrums, embarrassing dating stories, gay crimes, anything you fucking like. Just send it.
And if you don't know what to write, be sure to follow us on social at Gay Court Podcast, where we'll be posting prompts, memes, and honestly, anything we want. This also seems like the perfect time to introduce you to our gayliff for the week.
Hi, gay!
And drum roll, or this.
Gavel slam.
Our gayliff of the week is my friend Luis, who I know because we're both Filipino faggots living in New York City, and we share the same friend from Texas. Hi, Luis.
Hi, y'all. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, so Luis will be acting as our gay bailiff, or as we call them, our gayliff.
We love
and he'll be providing his thoughts and opinions throughout the podcast. But of course, Luis, we have to swear you in first with our swearing in ceremony.
Yes.
We asked you to bring a gay item that you'll be sworn in by. So can you tell us what you brought?
Yeah, so I'm actually going to do an ASR moment, and you have to guess what it is. Okay?
Oh.
Honestly, it shouldn't be that hard, but let's see. Ready?
Is that prep?
It's
Is that prep?
It's got to be.
The item that needs no introduction, your good old prep.
Her.
That still has like pills inside, because I stopped taking it, so you can still hear some.
And why did you choose this as your item? Like, what was the, like, this is the one?
I feel like this is gay rights.
Gay rights!
Am I right?
Yes. No, that's right.
It is
Exactly.
truly.
So, and I was looking through my room, and I was like, this is the gayest shit I have in here, so I just had to. I had to, it had to be my item.
I mean, you're our second guest. But honestly,
Oh.
both items that the guests have brought have just brought me such joy.
Like all future guests have so much to like live up to.
They really
like,
do.
Like this is iconic. Oh my god.
All right. Okay. So now it's time for the oath. So please place your right hand on your prep, and Ryan will deliver the statement for you to repeat.
I swear to slay the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Yes, God.
I swear to slay the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Yes, God.
Wow. You are sworn in as our second gay lift. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Should I like
Welcome to
take
Gay
one for
Court.
fun? Should I just, like,
Yeah. why not?
imagine I'm just like I'm like popping them throughout the whole fucking podcast.
You take a prep and I take a popper hit.
I have cranberry juice. So
Mm,
that's all I got.
yum. All right. So as our gay lift, we have a few questions for you, Luis, as we ask our gay lifts as a little introductory. What?
Sweet.
Introductory. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Introduction.
I'm on lots of flu meds. Luis, when was the last time you played the gay card?
Okay, honestly, I don't even know if I'm being honest. I feel like the gay card plays me sometimes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
But this is my thought on the gay card. I feel like we should start monitoring straight people's gay cards. Because I feel like there should be a certain amount of punches that a straight man should have on their gay card to where they have to be like, okay, at this point I'm gay. Like I have too many punches on my gay card. I can't say I'm straight anymore. So instead of monitoring ours, I feel like we should monitor straight people's.
Where are the straights? Where are the... Yay!
I think that'd be better.
Interesting. So that they're like, oh, I love Charlie XCX and I also like sucking dick once in a while, that just means they're gay.
Well, if you like sucking dick and you're straight, then that's like maybe like 3
It's
punches.
questionable.
That's 3 punches. Once you reach like 10, then you're like, okay, you're gay.
See, I never visualized it as a punch card. I always visualized it as like a Metro card where you're like swiping things. You're like, this is my gay card, let me in.
I mean, either way, the number of swipes, if you reach like 10 swipes, you're gay. If you've reached 10 punches, you're gay.
Fascinating.
You also reach bingo, I think.
And you reach bingo.
So what is the last punch that you got on your card?
I think being on this podcast. That's my most recent. That's my recent punch. I'd say that.
Being on this podcast and showing off your prep. We love it.
Oh, that too. I think that's like 2 punches.
The gay card is now just a hole.
It's just like gaping hole.
Dumpling.
Stop.
The dumpling. Oh my.
Not the dumpling. Oh my god.
Oy, oy, oy.
I'm still recovering.
The next question is, what is the gayest thing that you've ever done?
I know this was the topic from last week, but the gayest thing I've ever done was probably pretend I was straight through middle school and high school. Even though I had 4 sisters and all my best friends were girls and I was in theater. But to like take it further, I think I also tried to play football to kind of, keep the straights at bay, but I don't think it worked. So I think that's probably the gayest thing I've done.
So you were trying to be Troy Bolton.
Exactly. Who is pretty gay.
Yeah, let's be realistic here.
Gay icon.
Yeah. He really is, though.
He really is. One of my faves.
I'm just curious. Hey, Luis, when was the last time you vomited?
I went home to Dallas recently for like 2 weeks, and I don't get hungover normally. Like, I really don't. But for some reason, there must be something in the water in Dallas. But I went out with like coworkers for like a happy hour, and I got so plastered to the point where I threw up in my parents' front yard, and then the next morning proceeded to throw up in their restroom. And I was like down for the count the whole day. It was so bad.
Did you have to explain the vomit in the front yard, or was it just like somebody did that?
I never told them, and I don't think they ever found it.
Oh,
So
They're like, oh, it's just some dog. It was Marmaduke.
some dog. Yeah, it was Marmaduke.
Marmaduke or Babadook. Since the last episode, I have some news. Ryan, you look surprised, but I saw Charlie XCX.
Oh, yes, that's
concert.
right.
Oh, nice.
And
And
she
let me
brought out freaking Kim Petras, right?
And Troye Sivan.
That's right.
And let me tell you, when she performed Vroom Vroom, it was like a demon summoning. Like the crowd was just, I've never been in a crowd like that. And I have never wanted to be in the pit of a crowd other than in that moment to be like at Vroom Vroom, just losing my mind.
That's amazing. What did they sing with like Kim Petras and Troy?
Troy was 1999, and then Kim Petras was Unlock It, of course. Iconic.
Of course.
But I'm excited to see what Kim Petras does at Coachella and if she brings out Charlie XCX there.
Oh,
Are you going to Coachella?
I was supposed to when I was working on Coachella. But then I quit my job and started a new one, and I'm not working on Coachella anymore. So no.
Damn.
Ryan, did you have any Pinocchio fun facts that you wanted to share with the group? I know you always have one.
Not this week, I think. We still need to watch the movie, though.
We do need to watch the movie.
Is it out yet?
It's out. That's why I think there's so many. That day, like all those like memes came on Twitter. I think that's the day it came out.
I feel like there should be bars that should be holding like watch parties for Pinocchio.
Oh my
That's
god.
fair.
Like once Drag Race is over, they're like, what are we gonna do now?
What the hell we gonna do now?
It should just be Pinocchio watch parties.
It's just me.
The spot is just
spot.
Pinocchio. It's just Pinocchio watch parties.
I would attend. I would be there.
Octavia comes in like Pinocchio drag.
No, not her. That would be the most like boring. So there's a drag queen in New York City at the spot, and she is the most low energy drag queen we have ever seen.
Queen.
Like she sometimes just walks on the stage as the music plays as she's supposed to lip sync and then walks off and just lets the music play.
Does she
Every
get
now and then,
tips?
though, she does. But every now and then, she'll do like a high kick, and then the crowd goes crazy. But every Friday, we're like, yes, give us nothing.
Yeah, every Friday.
That's
We
true.
love-
You
we
guys
love
need to
her.
send me her Instagram after this so that I can just watch every video.
Like there was one time she was supposed to be lip syncing to 9 to 5, and she was sitting on the corner talking to people instead.
Good for her.
And it's her watch party. Like she hosts it.
Yeah.
So
And like, how would you rate her, like her drag? Like, does she like do the full makeup? Does she like get into the full, like it's fully done drag and she just
It's
doesn't
fully
cross
done
the finish
drag.
line?
Yeah.
yeah, but lots of bodysuits. She's a bodysuit queen.
I mean, it's just her hosting on the spot.
Yeah,
I don't think she'll be coming out in a freaking evening gown.
I'd want to see it though. I want to see something from Octavia.
You need to come to New
Versatility.
York.
Versatility.
She's like watching. She's like, y'all not allowed to come back.
Honestly, if she wants to come on the podcast and just say nothing the entire time, iconic.
It gets the most views. That's the power she has.
Truly.
Beautiful. Well, I think that's a nice segue into our first segment, which is
Yeah, he's
Case
on the
on the
case.
that was perfectly in sync. Really, we're getting good at
Mm.
this.
We're twins. It's twin telepathy. We're Mary Kate and Ashley.
Yes, and Elizabeth.
I was gonna say, and I can be Elizabeth.
So Gays on the Case is where we look at something queer and dissect it. And this week we're going to be discussing all things drag race. And specifically for Gays on the Case, we're going to be talking about our drag personas and what they would be if we were queens ourselves. Ryan, would you like to go first?
Sure. My drag persona. I have two possibilities. I'm still just debating. My first is named Angina, which is a play on angina, or some people call angina, which is like chest pains prior to a heart attack. So, got to bring the medical professional into this, right?
Do you have chest pains?
All the time. No, just kidding.
Oh, I was like, oh no.
No, I thought it'd be a fun little play on the fact I am technically a medical professional. But yeah, so that's one of the possibilities. The other is Juana Fanta, which is a play on the iconic early 2000 commercials for Fanta, the Wanta Fanta, don't you wanna? So I would have a theme song already written for me, which is perfect.
Copyright.
I don't have to hire anyone off. What do we use? Fiverr?
Thank you to the Fiverr who made our theme song.
Yeah, because our theme song does really slap.
I would go
It
back
really
to him
does.
and have him create like a drag theme song for me. He was great.
I would love that.
He was cost effective too.
I think if I were to lip sync, my lip sync song would be One Last Time by Ariana Grande.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Why? Because it's on my current rotation on the track.
Interesting.
And in the notes, it asked who I think will win season 14. Lady Camden.
Same.
Though I could see Willow Pill coming
Yes. Willow
coming
Pill.
like from behind with a fan favorite, but she's a fan favorite, so I feel like she would be a perfect person for All Stars.
Ooh, that is true.
I feel like two queens might win. I have such a strong feeling that it might happen.
Considering how season 14 has gone, how no one has left since episode 1.
It's
But
chocolate.
also they increased the finale prize money to 150 and they're giving the runner up 50.
Oh, that's
So if two people win, they're both gonna get 100 probably.
right.
So I think they might be setting it up for like a 2-person win. That's what I think. And I think it's gonna be Camden and Willow.
Interesting.
They can't be giving two people prizes. Like, it's just not how it works. This isn't Mean Girls. We can't be splitting the crown. I'm sorry. I think Willow Pill should win because I love Willow Pill and I feel like her drag is just incredible. But I also like Bosco a lot.
I like Bosco too. I had such a strong feeling she was gonna win like towards the beginning of the season, but now like I either want Camden or Willow. I'll be fine with either one.
Yeah.
Just
Is it
not
'cause
Daya.
Not Daya.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry, Daya. I'm so sorry, but no.
For everyone who
I'm
likes
telling
Daya,
Alex. I'm telling
Good.
Alex. I'm telling
good,
Alex.
tell him. For everyone who likes Daya, I'm sorry, but she cannot win.
I just don't see it. She's also she's mean in the cut, in the edits.
Mhm. Yeah.
I would say Bosco originally, but she kept using the same outfit 3 times, so I don't know about that anymore.
No.
Where's the versatility, Bosco? It's the same brows and the same outfit.
Yeah. And Angie, I love her, but I think she kind of cemented her spot last episode.
She kind of
Yeah.
plateaued.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. She's great though. I would see Angeria live.
Oh,
I
for
would
sure.
too. I want her merch shirt that says "You ugly bitch."
You ugly bitch.
It's so cute.
Oh my god, I love her. All right, so for my drag persona, now that we've debated season 14, I actually want to try drag, and I've been talking to a drag queen about like her being my drag mother, but all I have so far is like mood boards. But based on my job, which is I work in technology, I was thinking like an internet theme, like lots of memes, a gay rat wedding meme. But I was thinking of the name Worldwide Deb, which I think is funny because worldwide, of course, www.
Pitbull.
It's actually a Pitbull.
The gay icon Pitbull.
Me in Miami, just like Worldwide Deb. But I did research it last night, and there is a woman who has a graphic design firm called Worldwide Deb. So she might be getting a phone call from me to be like, "Hey girl, can I have your Instagram handle? Because I want to be a drag queen." And she'll be like, "What?"
she plot twist. She's homophobic. She's like, definitely not. I was thinking about it, but not anymore.
Worldwide Deb, please. So it'd be like very like technological, and like the persona that I'm thinking is, do you remember Pixel Perfect? The DCOM? I would be like an artificial intelligence come to life and like all of that good stuff. And my song would be Untouched by the Veronicas, because as an artificial intelligence, I couldn't be touched. And also Untouched by the Veronicas slaps.
That's so
Worldwide
thought out.
Deb.
Worldwide Deb.
I can see it. And then once you win, you should do a collab with Pitbull.
Oh, absolutely.
Worldwide
Comes
Deb
full
and Mr. Worldwide.
Exactly. Comes full circle.
Worldwide Deb, Mr. Pitbull, and then also RuPaul, just to add a little bit more chaos into that grouping.
I would listen to it. That'd be fun.
What would your solo song be called?
You can ask the Fiverr what he thinks it should be called, because he would be the producer of the song.
So it would be like Call Me Motherboard.
Only motherboard.
Only Motherboard is good. I was going to call it .com, but
.com.
I don't know.
.com?
.com.
I like that.
I
That might
think
be a
we
good
really
one.
are like starting a brand here. Like, this is a great idea. If you see me on Drag Race in 3 years, this is where it all
my
began. Luis, what is your drag persona? Who are you? Tell us more.
Okay, so I'd like to think that I am like, I'd want to be like a spooky queen,
Okay.
because I love horror. Like, I love anything horror.
Dracula.
But I also want to exactly, yeah. And I want to, but I want to turn looks. So I want to be like a Sharon Needles minus the problematic past, plus like Aquaria minus the DJ skills. No shade, but okay. Sidebar. There was one time me and Ryan had gone to like an event, and we were with our friend Patty, and me and Patty were like, okay, we need to go because this music is not it.
Yeah.
Only to find out like months later, after I'm already like into drag, that the DJ was Aquaria.
So it was a Ty
Full
Sunderland
circle.
party. I think
Oh
it was
my
Ty Sunderland
god.
party. And then
Yeah.
he brought out Aquaria, who did like a legit like a 2-hour set. And then a few months later, when Luis was like, "I want to see Aquaria live," I was like, "Bitch, you did. That was the one you left at."
And I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, I actually don't want to see.
I don't want to see her.
So LA
But-
does not have Ty Sunderland parties, but there is a new party called Gorgeous Gorgeous that's starting up.
Ooh.
And I'm attending in 2 weeks, I think. So I'll let you know how that is, and if Aquaria comes out and plays a set
Gorgeous,
there.
gorgeous girls.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Gorgeous, gorgeous girls.
Anyway, sidebar back into
Yeah,
Yes.
back into it.
Spooky
But
Queen.
So spooky plus fashion. So I was thinking, there's a couple names in rotation, but the one that's currently sticking is Abracadaver.
Ooh.
So like you get the death with cadaver, you get you get the magic of the fashion with Abra. But the other one that I was workshopping is Rita Morris, kind of like rigor mortis. So that one didn't stick as much. And me and Alex, we both are trying to figure out our drag names, and we do this thing where like when we need a drag name, we pretend like Ru's telling us that we're in the bottom. So whenever when we think of a drag name, we're like, Abracadaver. I'm sorry, my dear, but you are up for elimination. And it's like, oh, that one sticks. That one's good. So like we keep it. And Abracadaver is the one that's been sticking. So that. And then my song, it'd be like a full 180. I think Come Clean by Hilary Duff.
Oh.
Because I think a drag song needs a good like peak and valley. And I feel like Come Clean is a perfect song that where like I can highlight my more emotional side and really get into the lip sync. But once that chorus drops,
it's over.
Death drops, twirls, everything. So that'd be my song.
I love that.
But also, I think I also like when queens do like monologues, like they lip sync monologues. And so I think it'd be fun to do like one of Cassie's Euphoria season 2 monologues that like turns into like a remix song.
That's beautiful. I'll be there front row.
Perfect.
Can you death drop?
No, I'm trying to learn it, and it's so fucking hard. It's scary. I honestly feel like I can break my leg. I don't have good knees, so I feel like I'm out of the game for that one. But
you can fake a death drop.
I could fake a death drop. I can be like, look over there, and by the time they look back, like I'm on the floor.
And we'll be right there to cheer when they look away. You're like, oh my god, you missed it.
You missed it. Oh my gosh. Laganja, she could never.
I definitely feel like I would not get back up after a death drop, but I'm too scared to try it because all of my floors are hardwood. Is that the word?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't have a carpet to do that on.
It's dangerous. Just don't do it before you stretch or before you stretch.
I forgot who I saw, but I remember there was a queen who didn't know how to death drop. So one of her numbers when she was practicing how to death drop, she wore pillows as the outfit and just did death drops the entire time.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, that's kind of iconic.
I forgot who it was though.
That's kind of fun. I think I would do that.
It was a Ru girl, I think.
A Ru girl?
It was a Ru girl.
Oh, who knows?
Anything goes.
Should we do some rulings on our drag personas?
Yes. What should we rule?
My
Fag or hag?
I was gonna say chocolate or gold.
I was gonna say top or bottom.
Let's rule on all three. Okay. Angina. Do we rule? Is she a fag or a hag?
I think she's a fag.
It's giving fag.
It's giving fag.
It's fag. It's fag.
Fag. Angina. Do we rule? Gold or chocolate?
I'm saying chocolate just because I want to say it's chocolate.
It's chocolate.
It's chocolate.
It's chocolate.
It's chocolate. And then the final, do we think Angina is a top or a bottom?
Bottom, baby.
I want to say top because your heart is near the top of your body.
Okay. I know I'm going to be a filler queen, so it doesn't really matter.
Wait, you think you would be a filler queen?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so what do y'all think y'all's persona would? Where do you think they would fall in the show? Like eliminated first, filler queen, top 4.
I'd be a filler queen. I'd be 8th place.
Mine would
That's
either
not
be
bad.
like you get out first or you win. There is no in between for me. It's one or the other.
I just want to make it to Snatch Game, and then they can eliminate me after that if they want.
They can do whatever they want with me.
They can do whatever they want.
Who would you do for Snatch Game?
Ooh, I don't know. Probably maybe Pinocchio.
That's a great choice.
But specifically, the card has to say "Gay Pinocchio."
Gay Pinocchio, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Like
Pinocchio.
If you had the nose grow
No.
during the snatch game,
Oh.
Yeah.
When you
Ooh,
lie?
yeah,
When you lie?
that would be honestly that would win Snatch Game.
that
It
would win
would.
snatch game.
I think that would win Snatch Game.
It would make RuPaul really laugh.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you on snatch game. Ryan, would you like to do the ruling for Worldwide Deb?
Worldwide Deb. Fag or hag?
Fag.
Mm.
Anyone who's on the internet instantly.
Worldwide Deb. Gold or it's chocolate?
I think gold just because
We created a
the collab-
brand.
You created a brand and also the collab with Pitbull that will come after that.
Mhm.
That's gonna go gold.
Mhm.
So
Not platinum, just gold.
not platinum. Oh. Me thinking gold was the highest.
No, you have to be reasonable. If I got a gold level song, I'd be thoroughly impressed with myself.
Worldwide Deb. Top or bottom?
Top.
Mm.
Because Pitbull's top of the world, so should Worldwide Deb.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. and
Worldwide.
Mrs. Worldwide.
You don't get that name from being bottom.
No. All right, the final. Ryan, would you like to make the rulings here as well?
Yes. Which one are you going to do, Luis?
Abracadaver.
Okay. Abracadaver. Fag or hag? Which
feel
was
like-
good.
I
I
feel
didn't
like
know.
well, they're both great. I feel like hag because hags are kind of scary.
Like witchy, right?
Like witchy, right?
Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
said hag too.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
hag.
And then abracadaver. Gold or it's chocolate?
I'm gonna go with it's chocolate.
Ooh.
Wait, you said gold?
I said
Just-
gold.
Oh, I was just saying because Luis wanted to say it's chocolate so bad.
I did.
That's the only
Okay.
reason.
I want to be part of that. It's chocolate canon.
It's chocolate.
I want to be
All
one
right.
of those queens.
So that means you would not be in the top. So you'd be a bottom.
Oh no, I'd be like I'd return some way or the other, and then I'd win. So top.
So you'd be
Obviously.
diabetic. You'd be diabetic.
For sure.
Straight up just diabetes.
It's like
I hate diabetes, but I will be her.
So I
will
rule
become the
diabetic.
next diabetes reincarnated. So our next topic is Investigates, where we cross-examine the same theme or topic. And as we've mentioned, this week's theme is the best moments of any franchise of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Slay!
So I'm gonna go first because I was looking at the notes and y'all wrote like moments, and I don't watch Drag Race like that.
Wow. You're a
I know-
fake gay. I'm taking away your gay card.
There is a certain like, I feel like you have to watch Drag Race to be gay.
Yeah.
I don't as much as I should.
It's faggot football. Come on. Every Friday.
yeah.
I do. I've been keeping up with season 14, but like prior to season 14, struggled
Okay.
to do it.
Mm-hmm.
The 14 is a good season though. It's
It
like
is.
all things considered, I think it's one of my favorite seasons I've watched.
It's a good season. I
Is
mean,
it
no one
better
has
than
left.
13? Because I know 13 was like a really good one. No?
So I have that's the only season I still have to watch.
Oh, okay.
So I don't
Oh,
know. I know who wins though. So
Yeah, same.
Ammonia.
Simone.
So the moments that I wrote down for Drag Race were Willow Pill with a heart emoji, just because I like Willow Pill and I want her to win. There was also a time with Trixie Mattel when I was working at YouTube. She was part of a YouTube original for Pride Month, and she got to set. She jumped out of a black SUV, no wig on, full face of makeup, her like apparel like draped over her shoulder, and she like walked up to like the people and was like doing her COVID test or whatever. And I was there to capture social media content with her. So I did like the nice little like, hi, I'm Jacob. I'm the social media manager. Like, I'll probably be like grabbing you to like take videos for Instagram, like da 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 da. And she's like, okay, like that sounds great, da 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 da. And she's like, you're a whore. And then she walked off. And I didn't see her again until I was filming the content capture with her. And it's truly one of the best interactions I've had with talent working in social media. So
It was like an endearing whore, right?
yes, it was like an endearing whore. It was
Like you're a whore.
you're a whore. And I was like,
You're a
"Thank
whore."
you. I really, I really appreciate that. And then there was another time, this is separate, but also related to work, that I was in an interview, and I was interviewing at Hulu, and one of the interviewers was like, "Oh, we have RuPaul's Drag Race. Guess who I was like kikiing with over the weekend?" And I was like, "Who?" And he was like, "Pandora Box." And I like had no idea who that was. And so I just had to pretend to be like, "Oh my God, Pandora Box. Like, I can't believe you met Pandora Box." And I was like, what if he made Pandora Box up? Like, I couldn't. It was then and there that I realized that I needed to watch Drag Race, but I still haven't fully. And those are my Drag Race stories.
So on the Pandora Box topic, I guess this is a question for you, Ryan. Do you think, and I don't know if this is a hot take, do you think Pandora Box opened the door for like campy queens like Jinx Monsoon? Like, do you think Pandora Box walked so Jinx Monsoon could run?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you remember watching? I watched Pandora Box's season eventually. I think I watched like the first 4 seasons and then season 14. But there was somebody else on that season, and she was like real creepy, and no one liked her.
Was it Sonique? Well, she was quiet.
It was the one. She was like goofy, and like I always get her confused with like Tammy Faye Baker.
Oh, Tammy Brown.
Tammy Brown. I get her confused with the televangelist. And like they made a whole documentary about Tammy Brown. It's Tammy Lee Baker, whoever.
Tammy Brown. Come on, Teletubby. Teleport us to
me to
Mars.
Mars.
Oh, well, come on, Teletubby. Teleport us to Mars. What the
Manil's like, what the fuck?
A legend.
That's such a good moment.
It is in my top moments.
That's all that I've got about Drag Race. So Ryan, I pass the baton to you.
So I guess it's just me and you, Luis, discussing Drag Race, but we do this often, so it's fine.
I know we do this like every week.
Yeah. So I would start with, because it's a great segue from what we were just discussing. The All Stars 1 Untucked. Mimi I'm First versus all the girls. I think it's like one of the most iconic all of the most iconic Untucked episodes ever.
It is so chaotic. It's chaotic.
Like all like Tammy Brown just in the corner, just like saying random shit. Like what would she say? Like, "Come on, Teletubby, teleport us to Mars," and then like, "You wanted crazy? I give you crazy." And
but where is she now?
But also nobody knowing, like no one knowing how to react to her. Like they're just like, what? Like what the fuck are you saying?
What are you saying? And I love how like everyone was like totally like going against Mimi I'm First. Like everyone hated her. They're like, she has to go home first.
Okay, but low-key, I do hate her too.
Oh my God. I remember back in like junior year, I watched this, like, it wasn't a World of Wonder production of like a drag show, but it was a Mimi I'm First run one, but it had all Ru girls like Trixie, Milk, Jujubee, Alyssa. And then they just performed at, I think it was Irving Plaza or something. It was so random. I don't remember any of it because I may or may not had a few shots, but we don't discuss that on the podcast. But it was a fun time. I just remember Kennedy Davenport dancing Last Dance and like doing like splits and moves that I didn't know a human could do.
Who's your favorite drag queen that you've ever seen live?
Alyssa Edwards. She parted, so it was a full crowd. She somehow was able to part the crowd like the Red Sea. So she parted the faggots into different sides and just like walked in the center wearing like this giant like train and then climbed the speakers and started dancing on the speakers.
Wow.
Love that. She's
iconic.
She's honestly iconic. And she is my favorite drag queen. And on the topic of Alyssa, I had a memory that was unlocked like a few weeks back. Because obviously I'm from Dallas, so is she. But I was talking to this dude back in Dallas for a few months, like around Halloween. And at that point, I didn't watch drag. And I remember, like, this was like in 2019. But I had gone out with my friends to like the gay strip for Halloween. And he was like, "Oh, like I'm going to a party at like some famous drag queen's house because like my salon is invited. And I was like, okay, cool. Like I'm gonna hang out with my friends, only to remember that the house was Alyssa Edwards. It was Alyssa Edwards' Halloween party.
Oh my God.
You fucking bitch.
I fucked
Did it
up.
go?
I
You
fucked
didn't go?
And now
You
she's
went
my favorite. Now she's my favorite drag queen.
You fucked
Instead,
up.
that I
You
went
fucked
to,
up.
to watch Voldemort spin some fat beats on a fucking stage.
We love that.
A drag queen hosted Halloween party sounds like a fucking blast, though.
No, for real. I'm still upset. Like I remember, like it unlocked during one of the watch parties for Drag Race, and I looked at Alex and I was like, "Oh my God, I just remembered that." And I told him the whole story. He was like, "Really? Like right now?" I was like, "Yeah."
Which I say, you stupid bitch.
Official ruling. Stupid
Stupid
bitch.
I'll take it.
But on topic of Alyssa, my next two are involving Alyssa. One of them is the Can I Get an Amen, the season 5 song, where no one could sing. It was completely chaotic. Coco Montree starts it with, I lost all hope today. I'm empty. And same girl.
I was gonna say same.
And then Alyssa trying to sing, when I realized these women were men, I realized it as well. Jinx just screaming into the microphone with really bad, harsh contour. And you cannot forget the infamous Roxy Andrews saying, where are my people at? Where are my people at? And sequins gown.
Every now and then I still catch myself just going, where are my people at?
Oh,
where are my people at?
all the time.
There are so many drag moments where like I'll just be in the silence of my own bedroom and I'll just say like, thank you, it's Versace. Like random shit like that. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like my whole life now revolves around drag. And I'm not mad about it, but
I start work meetings with hi.
Oh my gosh. They're like, he's definitely not gay.
Bye.
Bye.
That's the only two things you say during the meeting.
Literally. I try to avoid speaking as much as possible.
Fair.
Love that.
And my last one, I believe, is also one of Luis's, so I thought I'd save the best for last. It is the Tatiana and Alyssa Edwards lip sync from All Stars 2, because All Stars 2 is the best season of Drag Race to ever reach the planet.
Really?
Period.
I'm going to start there.
The gag of all the tops sending the bottoms.
It is so
the
fucking
cast
good.
was iconic, like every single iconic drag queen you could ever think of. The lip sync battles, but this lip sync in particular lives rent free in my mind. I can remember their moves. With the way they were like dressed as like yin and yang, basically perfect foils to each other. I loved it. It was iconic. All Stars 2, iconic.
The iconic like synchronized hair whips that they were doing.
Yes.
I don't even think you mentioned which one it is. It's a Tatiana versus Alyssa Edwards lip sync.
Yeah. This to Rihanna Shut Up and Drive.
To Rihanna's Shut Up and Drive. It lives rent free. Forever.
Rent free. Forever and ever.
We will be watching.
Father, Son, and the House of Gucci.
House of Gucci. No, that is also one of my top favorite moments too. And you're the one who was like, "Did you get to it yet?" I was like, "Get to what?"
Oh yeah,
like, just wait. And I remember I texted you.
Just wait.
Yeah, I texted. I was like, "Oh my god!"
You like rewatched it right after, right?
I rewatched
Maya.
Literally, I rewatched it right after, and then the next morning, the first thing I did before like anything was I pulled it up on YouTube and watched it again. It is so good.
It's iconic, Jacob. You have to watch it.
I'll watch it. And
Will you?
You'll get my reaction on the next week's episode. So stay tuned for more from Gay Queen. Wait, Louis, right. When did you start watching Drag Race?
In February.
In like a month and a half.
I binged literally the whole US season, like series.
Wow. That's impressive.
Because I put myself on a schedule because I was like, I need to finish all of them before the end of season 14. And so literally, like anytime me and Alex had downtime, we would just like watch Drag Race, and I'd watch it during work. I'd watch it literally like anytime I had free time, I'd watch it. Wow. And that's here today.
That's more organization than I have over anything in my life.
Oh, it's the most organized thing in my life at this moment. I have nothing else like on lock, other than my
Drag Race schedule.
Drag Race schedule, yeah.
As it should be.
Literally.
It's the only thing that matters.
It's the only thing.
Wow, you're like inundated. And you said Lady Camden should win this season?
I think Lady Camden. I want Lady Camden to win. I would be fine with Willow or Lady Camden, but I think Lady Camden's gonna win.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So, Luis, what are your most iconic moments of the Drag Race?
Well, the first one, and this is actually something I watched like after the season because I didn't watch Untucked, but it was the chilling case of Laganja v. the Queens.
Yes, gone!
If you haven't watched the Untucked with Laganja just versus like Bianca Del Rio and Adore, it's probably second iconic to the Untucked of Mimi on First and
The other queens, yeah.
Because like Laganja is so unhinged in her season. Like she's on another level, and I recently found out that she's Alyssa Edwards' drag daughter.
Yeah.
Which blew my mind.
My friend in high school, she was like, I just went to this art camp for the weekend and I met this drag queen. Her name is Laganja Estranja. I was like, oh, that's nice. Watch her become like a Drag Race superstar.
Literally.
Wow.
And now she's like so iconic. But during her season, she was so annoying, and she just had like the southern twang, but also it was very forced. And like in the Untucked, like all the queens were like, "You don't talk like that." And she's like, "Yes, I do." And they're like, "No, you don't. When the cameras are off, like we are talking like this." And there's one line where she's like, "When I'm with my friends, I do say yes, mama." And Adore's like looking at her. She's like, "No, you don't, bitch. Like, what are you doing?" And obviously, you know, the iconic, "I feel very attacked right now." That one will live in the books
You can't
forever.
you can't forget her with that giant poof of a pink wig, just wearing that random skirt and her
Oh
going
my
on the
God.
stage like, put your lighters on.
Because Laganja's in the house. Ow! Her stand-up performance, people might say it's a flop, but I think it's performance art.
Oh, I was just watching the pit stop with Monet Exchange and Bob the Drag Queen, and they're discussing how the worst roast people are the most iconic. So Laganja was one, and then Utica was another.
Oh, I haven't seen Utica's. Is that season 13?
That's season 13.
See. But
Oh,
also,
and Pheromone was also person on the list.
oh,
Because they're
Pheromones.
just
Pheromones was so bad.
I remember that one.
Also, but Pheromones cry whenever her friend gets eliminated. That's also like oh. Pheromone's one of those queens that only complains, but for some reason I still like her. Like
Pheromone.
It's still like endearing to me, but definitely Laganja's stand-up performance was one of the best ones. I don't know if it's editing or if she really just wasn't that funny, but I think it's funny.
It is funny for all the wrong reasons, but make it the right reasons.
Yes. She's great. And then the next one I had was the existence and extinction of none other than the toxic queen herself, Fifi O'Hara.
Wait, the extinction?
Yes, because she is no longer a drag queen.
She's no longer a drag queen. They call her Jeremy now. That's her
Jeremy, and she's a Twitch streamer.
name.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need more context about what happened.
Well, basically, season 5, she was the villain of the season.
Okay.
And apparently, when they presented All Stars 2 to her, they told her she would not get a villain edit at all. But what did she get? She got a worse villain edit.
She got
Even
the worst one.
The
But,
worst one.
But some people like to think, like for me, like when I watch that show, I'm like, there's only so much editing you can do to make someone look that bad.
Yeah.
And part of me really does feel like she is just one of those toxic queens that just is not good. Because so in her season, she had beef with Sharon Needles, which was like the spooky queen of the season, like the misunderstood, like the one that was kind of like overlooked.
The pedophile,
unfortunately, now she is. But she had such like a huge like beef with her. And then in All Stars, she was also just like a shady queen. And then obviously her iconic elimination by Tatiana and Alyssa. And she's like, I just can't.
And then her getting off the stage like, Jump in a car.
I miss her snaggletooth though.
She got veneers for All
She
Stars.
got veneers, like every queen does. She
good
got
for her.
veneers.
She got veneers and lip plumper.
But I like the snaggletooth. I thought it was endearing. I think it was the most endearing thing about her. And now it's gone. So now she's a Twitch streamer.
You hate our Filipino queen?
She's Filipino?
She's like half Filipino or something.
No, she isn't.
Yeah.
That's upsetting.
I'm like pretty sure she's like part Filipino and part like Spanish or something like that. One
What?
second. Continue speaking as I continue to look.
No, she's my least favorite queen. And again, people like to blame the edit, but I just like to blame her. So
You can't blame the edit at a certain
you
point.
can't, yeah, you
Like
can't
said,
blame the edit.
You can't blame it. It just
Yeah.
is what it is.
She's
Also-
Filipino Portuguese.
Wow. Damn. I still don't like her.
She came for the drama, mama.
I like after watching like most of the seasons, I have like a Fifi O'Hare umbrella, and like queens that fall under the Fifi O'Hare umbrella like are toxic or who just like have bad energy.
Who is in this umbrella?
It used to be Roxy, but then she redeemed herself in All Stars 2 for me.
I'm Roxy Andrews, and I'm here to make it clear. I know you love me, baby. That's why you brought me here. Was a bitch on season 5. No.
But
Give me
also
a solo challenge, and I give you what you like.
okay, but that verse went hard. I like that verse. Where she's like, that's like really bad. Like, I don't even know what the lyrics are, but it's so bad that it's really good. But Roxy, who else? It used to be Diabetti now is under that umbrella.
Oof, sorry, Daya.
It used to be the Vixen, I think, but then
Ooh, yeah. I can see.
I feel like I think she was just misunderstood. I think she had a lot of like internal things she was like trying to deal with. So I took her out of the umbrella. Jay Jolie, because I just can't stand her.
On Dragula? Whatever season it's on.
Wait, she's on Dragula?
She's on the new season of Dragula.
Oh, I didn't see that. But on her season, just her little like fat phobic comments to Alyssa Edwards that put her under the Fifi umbrella.
You mean back rolls?
It's like back rolls? Back rolls? Yeah, that one. But also, hot take, I think she looks like Carly Rae Jepsen.
Wait, who looks like Carly Rae Jepsen?
Look
Jay
up
Jolie.
Jay Jolie.
How do you
And not
spell
her
that?
porn videos.
No, she does not. I
She
didn't know.
did.
No, I didn't. I did not know that.
She did. It was like military themed.
Wait, how do you spell
Wow.
J. Jolie?
Thank you for your service, Dave.
JADE space JOLIE.
Jolie. It's giving Taylor Swift.
Really?
Oh, because she was in the Taylor Swift music video with a bunch of other queens.
And she did Taylor for
You
Snatch
better
Game,
calm
didn't
down.
she?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She, my lunchbox or whatever shit she said.
but she reminds me of Carly Rae Jepsen, and someone agreed this past weekend. So
Who?
not Justin. He was like, I could see that.
Justin. Oh, Justin.
I could
Oh.
see it. I could see the Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yeah,
Which,
but
by the way, she's coming back with new music. Let's hear it for
Oh.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
I'm so excited. She's
Love Carly.
love
I
her.
Carly.
But those are my main ones, and then obviously Adore leaving. No
Iconic.
spoilers, sorry, spoiler alert. But she was one of my favorites, and so when she left, it hit hard. I was not okay. Tear. Honorable mentions though. If you watch RuPaul's like YouTube video, like at the end of every video, Michelle Visage is like, "Hey,
Oh,
it's Michelle Visage.
You want some gay shit?
You want gay shit?"
Hey, it's Michelle Visage. Do you want gay shit? Check out RuPaul's Drag Race YouTube channel and hit subscribe.
Me every time, like, yes, please.
That is iconic.
That is iconic. That's an honorable mention for sure.
You want gay shit? Of
Hey,
course.
you want gay shit? Like just picking you up from like the side of the road, like, and I'm like every time, like, yes, more.
I love
Yes,
this show.
mama.
Yes, mama.
So, Jacob, since you don't watch Drag Race, I
Mhm.
believe you should be doing the rulings for all these iconic moments. And
Ooh,
what
for
should we-
everyone?
no, just in general.
Okay, here's the ruling. Here is the ruling. Listen up. This has convinced me to watch All Stars season 2 because I haven't heard a TV season hyped like that in a very long time. since like Game of Thrones, let's be realistic. So I'm very excited to look into that. Is it on World of Wonder? I stole Ryan's password.
Same.
Everyone has the password. I forgot if it's on World. Where did you watch it, Luis?
It's on Hulu and Paramount Plus. Streaming.
I'm not going to get Paramount Plus. I'm so sorry to Paramount Plus. Unless it's only available there. But Hulu, what's up?
Hey.
And I definitely need to look up the lip sync between Tatiana and Alyssa Edwards, which
I'll send it to you
in
after the
season
show.
2?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in All Stars 2. I'll send it to you.
That's what, most of our highlights are All Star season 2. So
Yeah.
you did like everything at once.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Just watch this one season with 8 episodes and you'll be fine. You can
It's only 8 episodes?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh.
You can pretend you know Drag Race just by just quoting this season.
That's reasonable.
Season 14 is just too long. It's excessive.
19 episodes and 19 years running.
I feel like they just keep getting longer and longer. Like I feel like that's a running thing.
That's
that
what
I
she
see
said.
On Twitter. Did you guys have any final rulings that you wanted to make on the Drag Race? Your favorite moments?
My ruling is RuPaul is a little bit cracked up. That's it.
A little bit fracked up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Both.
Sorry.
She fracked a crack.
All right. Shall we take it to the last segment of the show?
Yes.
The saddest segment of the show?
Let the record show, homos.
Calling all barbs, calling all barbs.
So Let the Record Show is our final segment where we discuss a historic moment in gay pop culture history and determine whether or not it should be added to the gay court pop culture history books. So this week I've prepared the legendary LGBTQ plus icon Babadook.
Duke, honey, yes!
And how Babadook became the gay baddie. Luis, I'm thrilled that you are interested in becoming a spooky queen because this is a spooky queen story. Do either of you know anything about Babadook before we get into it?
I love that queen.
Duke, honey, yes!
She is the baddest drag queen I ever met.
I think she's on All Star 7.
I feel like Babadook is honestly a great drag name.
It is. And I saw a tweet that was like RuPaul. It was like, Babadook, you left us Baba Shook.
Babashook. Okay, so as I was researching, I typed in how did Babadook become gay? Because that's what I just tried to research with. But the first result was how did Babadook end? And the second result was how did Babadook become an LGBTQ icon? Which just shows the cultural capital that this story has. So the majority of this comes from an article, I think it was on Vox, called How the Babadook Became an LGBTQ Icon We Didn't Know We Needed, with the subtitle, How Terrorizing a White Australian Family Became an Act of Queer Defiance. So that's where we're at. So originally, Babadook was a story by a woman named Jennifer Kent, and the Babadook manifested itself in a Bababook, a Bababook called Mr. Babadook. And so basically what happens, the TLDR is this lady reads this children's book called Mr. Babadook. And in reading the book, she summons the Babadook, who then terrorizes her family and tries to kill them. I read the synopsis on Wikipedia, and I guess the ending is she tries to kill the Babadook, but then the Babadook is like, no, I'm going to possess you and try to make you kill your child.
Bitch, you better be joking.
All in all, they figure out a way to use the power of love to beat the Babadook. And I guess they lock him in the basement and just feed him treats for the rest of eternity is how the story ends. But I'm not really interested in the actual story. I'm interested in how gay people took Babadook to make him the LGBTQ icon that he is today. So I guess it originally stemmed from a 2016 Tumblr post where a Tumblr user, Instagram, posted a thought complaint that said, whenever someone says the Babadook isn't openly gay, it's question mark, question mark. Did you even watch the movie? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Did either of you see the original Tumblr post? Are either of you Tumblr gays?
I used to be a Tumblr gay. Not anymore.
I remember my Tumblr face.
Tumblr gay.
My Tumblr name was the Blue Waffle House. Follow me.
I will follow. I'll find you. And so eventually, the Tumblr post was screenshotted and it migrated its way to Twitter. And someone from BuzzFeed, Ryan Broderick, posted a screenshot of it and said it was Baba Discourse on Twitter, and said that people on Tumblr were like actively debating this. And then Instagram, I guess, defended his reading and said, a movie about a gay man who just wants to live his life in a small Australian suburb. It may be just a movie to you, but to the LGBTQ community, the Babadook is a symbol of our journey. And so this just unleashed the memes, which, Luis, I know you said you saw the Babadook from RuPaul. But I guess it got even to the point where Netflix added the Babadook movie to its LGBT like movies section. It could have been real, could have been a Photoshop.
It was real. I'm
real?
pretty sure it was real. Yes.
Oh my God. Netflix, if you're listening, we appreciate your service to the LGBT community.
I missed that Netflix. I missed that one.
Yeah. She hasn't been doing her best.
She hasn't been the same.
Yeah.
It's because the gay intern left to go to a different place.
So ultimately, like, this meme just babbled up. Bubbled up. I forgot the word for babble because there's too many Baba book. It bubbled up, and eventually, apparently, Tyler Oakley was the one who killed the meme, according to this article. Because once it gets to the point of
white gays,
meme.
No.
What did you say, Ryan?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Tyler Oakley, if you want to be on the podcast, come on down. But apparently, a meme stops becoming a meme when it becomes content. And as a content creator, Tyler Oakley killed it by posting. He posted a picture of the Babadook wearing a shirt that says "About to get Babashook," and I was like, "Okay, fair. He did kill it. I'm so sorry." That all being said, I then went on to like research if the creator of Babadook realizes that Babadook is gay. And in researching that, I found a Vanity Fair article called "The Babadook Creator Finally Acknowledges Her Character Becoming a Gay Icon."
Babadook, honey, yes!
So it seems like she did. But before it let me read it, it was like, do you want to pay $15 to read about Babadook being a gay icon? And I was like, Vanity Fair? No. So I opened up an incognito window and I was able to read it. I'm sorry to Julie Miller, the journalist, but $15 is too much to read about Babadook being gay. It just is. And apparently, in an interview with Bloody Disgusting, which is like a popular horror outlet, Jennifer Kent, the creator of Babadook, said, "Of course, I love that story." And then as for the memes and icon status, she said, "I think it's crazy and just kept him alive. I thought, you bastard. He doesn't want to die, so he's finding ways to become relevant." Which honestly is a little bit more terrifying that she like envisions it as part of the story, that Babadook is taking over our feeds in a way that's manifesting itself. But you know, good for her. She's bringing the horror story into real life. And then when I was trying to find the Bloody Disgusting article, and so I went to their website and I searched Babadook, and I found out that Bella Thorne has a life-size Babadook in her home.
I'm not surprised.
From Bella.
That is disturbing.
Bella said, "I love the Babadook. I actually have a life-size Babadook in my house. For a long time, we had it in the bathroom, and it was behind the door, so that when anybody would open the door, it would just hit the Babadook, and then it would look like it was moving and shaking. Everyone was so terrorized by the Babadook in the bathroom."
Like, imagine taking a Baba poop and using a Babadook. Like,
in Bella Thorne's bathroom.
Like, I would like cry. I would cry. Babadookie.
Baba
poop.
And that was as far as my research about the Babadook has taken me. I think the Babadook meme has fallen off a bit. We don't see Babadook in the day-to-day memes of gay Twitter or gay Tumblr or gay wherever. But I think that he could easily be revived with a simple post of Babadook is gay.
I agree. I feel like we should normalize the term Babadook. Like, just getting Babadook. We need to define it and then we need to put it on Twitter, and so we can revive.
Wait, so what is the
Babadook.
definition of Babadook?
What's a Babadook? Like a dick that's really big that scares you?
That's the thing. Like, what is a Babadook? But we should normalize that term once we figure out what it defines.
Is it a noun or is it like Babadooked down?
I think you could use it both ways. Like, they're like, "Oh, what are you doing tonight?" "Oh, I'm getting Babadook."
Oh my god! So she's a verse queen.
Yeah, or like, what happened last night? And you're like, "Oh my god, I got Babadook down." But what is it? What does it mean?
I feel like in this actual story of Babadook, he gets summoned by reading whatever. So like maybe it's like a grinder thing where you summon a man and you get Babadook down.
I can see that.
That's my hypothesis.
I just find it funny that this movie was like about a mother's grief, and then the gays were like, "No, it's about a gay man being suppressed." And the writer's like, "Yeah, for sure."
For sure.
I actually did an analysis paper on this movie.
Really?
Because I was in film school and I did an analysis paper on this movie about a mother's grief. And then like years later, the Babadook became a gay icon. I was like, damn it, I should have taken that spin.
You did a whole ass paper about this and you just let me like babble on about Bella Thorne's bathroom.
It wasn't that's honestly a lot better than my paper, I would say.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah, I need to find that paper, but
yes,
please
we can publish it on the Instagram.
Yes,
it was riveting.
It'll be our primary source.
How long was the paper?
It was like an analysis, like a film analysis. So it was like 3-4 pages.
Oh,
okay.
You're like, it's actually my thesis, so it was 39 pages.
It's my manifesto.
Babadook, gay or nay?
Gay.
So you're entering him into the book of gay court?
Yes, I would say he was an early chapter of gay court's history book. Would you guys agree?
Yes.
He's like in the gay theory book.
The Babadook.
The
Baba
book. The gay Babadook.
Yes.
Perfect. It's been decided.
Duke, honey, yes!
Now it's the saddest part of the show, the closing statements.
Let's go.
Jacob, would you like to start?
Oh wow. Wow, I thought that you would start, but
Yeah, I didn't want to, so that's why I made you start.
I am Babadook by all of the Drag Race knowledge that I did not have. And I will be watching All Stars 2 and then repenting for my sins afterwards so that the Babadook does not haunt me for the rest of eternity.
We love that.
I love just saying words until I'm just like, what's coming out of my head?
My closing statement is All Stars 2 is the most iconic season of Drag Race. Alyssa Edwards deserves the world, and Dumpling Gay will never die.
Oh my God. Neither will Pinocchio.
Father, when can I leave to be on my own?
Dumpling Gay and Pinocchio are the only
I'm fine
things
with
that
Pinocchio.
exist. After the universe is over, those are the only things.
They should do a collab, Pinocchio and the Dumpling Gays.
Sorry.
Lionsgate, you up?
Lionsgate.
Lionsgate and OnlyFans.
Oh my gosh.
They would. They're crazy.
I'd see that.
Luis, what are your closing statements?
My closing statement in honor of the theme would actually be what I would have said if I got eliminated on the show. So
Ooh.
imagine Rue's like sashay away,
Mhm.
walk to the back of the stage. I turn around and I go, "That stinks," and then I fart. So if you can, add a fart after I say, "Well, that stinks," and then I walk away.
We love that.
And then
That is also, it's giving camp queen, and I love
it's
it.
giving camp.
It's
Yeah.
giving camp. It's giving
Pandora box
chocolate.
walk so that
or-
Abracadabra could run.
Or I do, "Well, that stinks." I fart, but a dumpling falls out.
Ooh. That would cement you as the queen, the fan favorite of the season.
I'd be back every All-Star season. Just for that. I'd be the new Jujubee,
The new Shangela.
the new Shangela. I'm okay with it.
Hallelujah. So that was the episode. If you enjoyed it, be sure to follow us on social at Gay Court Podcast. And then my handle is I got Shubak, IGOTSCHUPBACH. And Ryan's is Waz Up. It's Ryan, WAZUPITSRYAN. And remember, if you're hearing this and you do not follow us, that makes you, what's the answer?
Homophobic.
Homophobic. Ooh, you don't want to be a homophobe.
Don't be a phobe.
Don't be a babaphobe.
Babaphobe.
Luis, is there anything that you would like to promote at the end of the podcast? Your socials, media appearances, your book, your drag shows? What do you got?
Nothing. My life is boring, but you could find me on Instagram at Spicy Kirbasa. That's the word spicy, my last name, Kier, Basa, Basa.
That's a fantastic handle.
It took a while to think of it, but we're here.
Also a great drag name.
Honestly. Spicy Kirbasa.
It could also be Spicy Queer Basa.
That was my nickname in middle school.
Not middle school?
Not Spicy Queer Basa, but they would say Luis Queer instead of Luis Queer. Yeah. I'd be like, that's so funny.
You're in the bathroom like crying.
I know.
Like, oh my God, they know.
I know, fuck.
I have to join football.
Oh my God. Not the football.
NFL, National Faggot League. And like we said at the top of the podcast, if you have any subjects or stories that you'd like us to make rulings on, send us an email at gaycourtpodcast@gmail.com. And be sure to leave us a review on all your favorite podcast apps, because that helps us promote the gay agenda. And anything less than 5 stars is what, Luis?
Homophobic.
That's right. See you next time. Don't be a homophobe. Be gay.
Don't be a babaphobe.
Don't be a babaphobe. Get the Babadook.
And gay rights.
And gay rights.
Gay rights!
Poppers.
Poppers.
Gay Court is a Perfectly Done Toast podcast production.